Hey everyone, if you couldn't tell from the camera angle, today I'm doing something a little different. Today I'm going to be watching some of my old videos, and the ones, I watch some of my videos fairly often, tribute videos specifically, because it's nice to have that kind of background music if I'm doing something else. Yeah, I don't watch the early ones very often, for a variety of reasons, but I figured it would be good to, go back and see where I came from. So it's been like 5 years since I started doing this. So, without further ado, let's get this started. And starting out with my first video, Mission Impossible Tribute, Friction. Okay, and right away, we have early installment weirdness where, for whatever reason, when I started making these, I thought it was a good idea to have the background sound, like the audio from the video clips, just automatically, not at 0 like I usually do, but at like 10 or 20% or whatever. I don't know why. But for whatever reason, I thought that was a good idea.
Get down with the victim. We both know you need them. You're stuck in the middle
right there.
Of all irrelevance. Your heart is beating, 'cause you know that you gotta get out of the middle and rise to the top now. When you've made it,
Here's again.
won't you tell me what to do? 'Cause I'm playing it.
I didn't even let it pan down. Oh yeah, this was before Fallout was actually released in theaters. I think, here. Yep, it even says that in the description. Go figure.
'Cause I'm playing it all wrong. You can't fight the friction.
Henry Cavill reloading his fists will never not be hilarious to me, but like in a good way. Not hilariously awful, just hilarious. That audio was very unnecessary. That scene is so intense. Not sure why.
You can't fight the
Oh,
friction. You can't take the pressure. You can't fight the friction. Why can't you let go like a bird in the snow? This is no place.
That was deliberate. I remember that was deliberate, that cutting to the wide shot for that beat. It's a big building.
You can't fight the friction. You can't take the pressure.
There, you can kind of hear it a little bit. Here's trailer footage not in the movie. And that's how you know this is before the actual theatrical release. Oh yes, more early installment weirdness when I would do that. And also Red. Alright. So yeah, that was... I mean, it's not like it doesn't completely hold up compared to my current stuff, but there are just aspects of it that are dated. I mean, hell, there's a reason that was one of the videos I did a Redux. How the hell do you say that word? Redux? I don't... My phone is recording this, so I can't Google it. Or my... Whatever. Let's just go to the next one. DCEU tribute, everybody knows. This was 2018. I think this was pre-Aquaman. I'm like 80% sure this is what the hell did I just say? I'm 80% sure this is pre-Aquaman. Jesus. So yeah, let's do this. I still love this song. Fuck Joss Whedon, but I do like this song.
Everybody knows that the dice are loaded. Everybody rolls with their fingers crossed.
Oh yeah, there's more of that. There's more of that movie audio. There's more of that movie audio.
Everybody knows the good guys lost. Everybody knows the fight was fit.
Can you tell this was pre-Snyder Cut? Like 3 years pre-Snyder Cut?
That's how
there it is.
goes.
Oh yeah. More early installment weirdness. Watermarks. Back in the early days of this shit, for whatever reason, I didn't care if the clips I used had watermarks. Now they're just distracting to me, which is part of the reason I don't actively watch these early videos, because the watermarks just take me out of it. I mean, yes, it's not like the same indulgence. It's not the same immersiveness as like an actual movie, but still, at least for me, the watermarks are just distracting. Pretty sure one of my next 2 videos is like probably my biggest offender in that regard.
Everybody knows. Everybody knows.
Yep, there's another one.
That the boat is
Fuck you, Filmic Box.
Everybody knows that the captain lied. Everybody got this broken feeling.
I like that. I remember that.
Like
That's
their father or their
a good one. I like that bit.
Everybody talking to
More
their
Filmic Box.
pockets.
Okay, so here's the problem with Filmic Box and other YouTube sites like them. Thank you for uploading your video, these clips, so that I can use them. People like me can use them. And for like ranking videos and top 10s, clips like this are fine. The watermarks don't matter that much. But with something like this, a tribute, the watermarks are distracting. What sucks about Filmic Box is that, well, you can see here, the little watermark in the lower left-hand corner, it's over the footage itself. It's not over the black bar. If it was just over the black bar, I could just I have like a black... I literally just found a few years ago, I found an image of like just a black box. And anytime there's a watermark over the black bar, I just use that to cover it up, and it's fine. But no, when it's something like this, there's literally nothing I can do, because I am not a VFX artist. I have very limited knowledge in that realm, so I can't get rid of that. It's annoying as shit.
Everybody wants a box of chocolates and a long stem rose.
She's got a really nice voice.
Everybody knows.
Yep, there's more of that audio.
Everybody knows
There we
that
go.
you love me, baby.
Look at that, upper right-hand corner. Nice
Everybody
and big.
knows that you
By
really
comparison to me.
Everybody knows
It's
that
Lana
you've
Lang.
been faithful.
Thank you, Zach, for actually... How is it that... Okay, so I haven't seen Smallville. Okay, I have seen bits and pieces of Smallville, but I've never seen a full episode. But from what I know, Lana Lang is like one of the more... is particularly hated by the fandom. This version, Zack Snyder's version of Lana Lang, has only a few minutes of screen time, and yet people actually like her. Including me. I love her. I think she's awesome. I wish we had seen more of her. But hang on. But then again, these are flashbacks, so they didn't really make more. And Man of Steel was really the only movie that made use of young Clark flashbacks. So, oh well. I hope her actress is still getting work though, because she was really good for what little screen time she had.
But take a night or two. Everybody knows you've been discreet.
Back when I actually thought
but there were so many people
back when I actually
you
thought
just
Justice
had to
League
meet
was a decent movie.
without your clothes.
Oh boy, how wrong I was.
Everybody knows.
I am mildly ashamed to admit this. There was a time when I considered Justice League to be better than Avengers Age of Ultron. Obviously, that is no longer the case. But there was a time.
Everybody knows.
Comic box.
Everybody knows. That's how it goes.
You know, I've never hated this fight, this whole climactic fight. It's not great, but you know, it's not that bad.
Everybody knows.
Best DCEU villain to date.
Everybody knows. That's how it goes.
Although there has been some competition, so.
Everybody knows. And everybody knows that it's now
Oh,
or
there's a nice
never.
little- there's a nice
Everybody
little
knows that
watermark.
it's
You barely
me
notice
or
it.
you.
But I
And
noticed it.
everybody
'cause
knows
I know it's there.
that you live forever when you've done
Son of
a
a
line or two.
Not earned at all, but so bad.
Everybody knows the deal
This one,
is
no.
rotten.
Suicide Squad.
Old Black Joe still picking
Suicide Squad is what happens when you let a trailer house edit your movie. That's all.
cotton for your ribbons and bows.
Yeah,
And
there's
everybody knows. And everybody knows that the
Secret
peg
fucking
is
orange
coming.
sky.
Everybody knows that it's moving fast.
Look, I love the Avengers, I love Age of Ultron, and I love Serenity. And Firefly. But Joss Whedon can go fuck himself.
Everybody knows that the naked man and woman are just a shining artifact of the past. Everybody knows the scene is dead, but there's gonna be a meter on your bed that will disclose.
You know, say what you will about Justice League. This whole fight between, well, not really fight, just Superman, just woke up. How do I put this? Not a morning person, Superman, attacking Flash with the warped and twisted version of the Superman theme playing in the background. That was actually really cool. And that's like a perfect indicator of how much fun the movie could have been. Or rather, how great the movie could have been. The movie itself is still somewhat entertaining, but there's just no substance to it. Snyder Cut's 4 hours long, but at least it has some substance to it.
What everybody
And I'm taking this opportunity to talk about Justice League because I don't include that in my DCEU ranking, because I basically just consider that and the Snyder Cut just two cuts of the same movie. So when I do my Superman ranking, I don't include the original version of Superman 2 and the Donner cut. I'm just going with the superior version. Same with Alien 3 in my Alien... Well, yeah, same with Alien 3 in my Alien ranking. Sorry, I had to think for a second because I couldn't remember, but yeah. Yep, there's more of the other.
and everybody knows the
Everyone else is running away from danger. Bruce Wayne runs in head on. No fear.
From the bloody cross
Nope,
on top
there it is.
of
Upper right corner.
Calvary, to
Stupid
the
fucking
beach
Comic
of
box.
Malibu.
See, that I could cover up. That in the upper right-hand corner, that I could cover up with a black box. But this is before I started doing that.
Everybody knows it's coming apart. Take one last look at the sacred heart before it blows. Everybody knows.
Ah, yes, back when I still had the outro title for some reason. Alright, we're on to The Conjuring. Yeah, this one, I think this one is probably the biggest offender for leaving the watermarks in, because there were so many. Or maybe just because they were noticeable. I don't know. I haven't watched this one in a while. I remember this song was a deliberate choice.
The other night, dear, as I lay sleeping, I dreamed.
Yep, there it is. Fandango movie clips. I love Fandango movie clips. I love that YouTube channel because they have so many clips up. And nowadays, see, like with that watermark, I could very easily just cover that up with the little black box and call it good.
Held you in my arms, but when I woke, dear, I was mistaken.
And those little gray bars, I could have taken care of that too.
hung my head and cried. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray.
I used to do
You'll
this.
never know,
film.
dear, how much I...
Yeah, back in the early days of doing these tributes, I used to like to play with the dissonance a little more, of like having upbeat, happy song over top of horror movies. I think the next video is another one of those.
love you. Please don't take my
Fandango movie clips.
sunshine away.
The best part of Annabelle, which is not saying much. Oh, this shit gets me okay, coming up here, this is one of the times where I actually approve of I approve of Past Me's choice to include the audio, because it's like the best jump scare in the whole movie.
I'll always love you.
Now, I do think I should have cut the music off a little sooner, but I still approve of Past Me's choice to include it at all.
And make you happy if you will only say the same. But if you leave me and love another, you'll regret
Yep, you can
it
kinda hear
all
it.
someday.
That's audio level at like
You
10%
are my
or something.
sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. You told me once, dear, you really loved me, that no one else could come between. But now you've left me and love another. You have shattered all my dreams.
It's such an upbeat sounding song, so why are the lyrics so, well, not upbeat? It's like LA County, but less comedic. Or, is that the right word? Nah, whatever.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know,
There's the
dear,
audio.
how much I love you.
Completely unnecessary.
Please don't take my sunshine away.
Okay, I will give myself props for actually matching my font color to the Conjuring title color. That's something. The older
to
videos
the
with ads.
trench.
Okay. Hang on. Let me check my playlist. I thought. Oh, okay. Okay, so this is not one where there's that dissonance, but the next one, that's one. How far do I want to go with this? Oh, we'll see. I'll watch a few more. Okay, so this was the... No, wait, this wasn't the first time I dipped into superheroes. This is another one that I have since redone, and in my opinion, redone better. But, I don't know, let's see how the first one stacks up. Oh, that's right. Okay, so this song, I remember being... I'll have to look up. I'll have to add this in during editing. When the first Infinity Blade game came out, I remember before that came out, there was like a little, I don't know, like a little beta app that was released, just a little like a walkthrough of the world, which is ironic considering in the actual game you don't actually control your character's movements aside from, all right, you can go to one of these 3 places, pick which one to go to. Otherwise it's just that stuff and then go fight and then fighting. But so the third Infinity Blade game, I think it was like Infinity Blade 3. I want to say it came out in like 2013, and one of the songs that was used, and Imagine Dragons, I don't know if Imagine Dragons made this song to go with it, or if they already had this song and Infinity Blade 3 got the rights to use it. I'm guessing it's option A. I'm guessing Imagine Dragons actually made the song for the game, which is awesome. And so I think it plays during the end credits of the game. And also there is a weapon in the game. It's some kind of, like, it's one of the heavy weapons, the 2-handed weapons, like an axe of some kind, called Imagine Dragon. And when you fight with that weapon, this song plays instead of the standard Infinity Blade music. Or standard Infinity Blade combat music. I don't know. Unfortunately, all 3 Infinity Blade games are no longer available on the App Store because they haven't been updated in years. And up until recently, I still had them on my phone. I refused to delete them because I still held out hope. But I have since deleted them. And if I assume that if they get added back, either it'll be a new version and I'll have to, purchase them again, or it'll just be the old versions being updated, and then in which case I can just re-download them. I'll have to start over, probably, because that's how it usually is when you delete a game and re-download it. Unless I don't remember if I did anything that would saved my progress and attach it to social media or like Facebook or something. I don't remember if I did that, but anyway, so that is just a long-winded way of telling you that that game, Infinity Blade 3, is how I found out about Imagine Dragons. That game was my introduction to Imagine Dragons, and because of that, there have been a bunch of videos of mine where I have used their songs. And also, since I'm talking for a bit here, I'll mention one more thing. I'll include like a screenshot or something, but these days, for the majority of my tribute videos, I've written them out. It's not like a script per se. It's just more like an outline. Like I just use Google Docs because that way I can have it on my phone or my iPad or my computer or whatever I'm using. So I'll have the lyrics, and then I'll have like a bullet point under each lyric. And then down below the lyrics, I'll have the list of movies or TV shows on the occasions when I use TV shows. And then under each, I'll have like a whole bullet point list, and then I'll have the sub bullet points, whatever the hell you call those, indented with the clips from each movie. And from there, I will just have a master list of clips all in order, in release order, because I like to keep them neat and tidy. And then I have and nowadays I have, thanks to an update on Google Docs, you can have like a check mark as part of your bullet point list, which is very helpful. because previously I just had to add an asterisk onto the end of the ones that I used. Anyway, so, and then I have my list of clips, and then I'll just take whatever, and I have various means of getting those clips for you, for my purposes, and then I'll assign clips to the lyrics, and sometimes I'll have either I'll want to have a cut halfway through the lyric, and I'll just have 2 bullet points with 2 clips, or I don't know for sure which clip I want to use, so I'll just have like option A, option B. However, in these days, the early days, I didn't do that. I didn't have any sort of writing it out process. There's no writing process. So it was basically just, I went on YouTube and I found as many clips from the movies I was going to use as I possibly could. Basically the World War II anti-aircraft. No, that's a terrible metaphor. Or simile, whatever. Basically, scattershot. Just grab as much as I can and see what I want to use. Now that takes up more hard drive space. So now I actually have to worry about a little bit, but whatever. Anyway. I don't hear any movie audio, so maybe this is when I stopped using it. I honestly don't remember. I wouldn't get my hopes up. This was 20-year-old me. July 20... Oh my god, it's almost exactly 5 years ago. July 21st, 2018. So yes, I would have been 20 at the time. My, how time flies. 9,000 views on this thing. 170 likes. Not bad.
Ever since I could remember, everything
This is
inside.
one thing that I used to do a lot more was dialogue clips. In like a ranking video or a top 10, dialogue clips are fine because, you know, you can hear what's being said. But with tribute videos, it's better not to. I've learned that it's better not to use them unless you're actually going to have a brief bit of audio so you can actually hear it. Like at the end of my Rambo tribute is the one time I have movie audio in that. It's then at the very end, it's the clip of him turning around and going, "Nothing is over. Nothing." Then it works. Or even without the audio, it would work because there's a visual thing to go with it. But with something like this, it's just someone talking.
Out of me, just wanted to fit in. I was never one for pretenders, and everything I tried to be just wouldn't settle in. If I told you what I was, would you turn your back on me? And if I seemed dangerous, would you be scared?
Well, no, wait.
I get the feeling just because everything I touch isn't dark enough, that this problem lies in me. I'm only a man with a candle that got me. I'm taking a stand to escape what's inside me. A monster, I've turned into a monster, a monster, a monster.
Oh yeah, this is back when I had a tendency to use longer clips.
Can I
to
clear
let
my
them run
conscience if I'm different from the rest?
Now I tend
Do
to
I
use
have
shorter
to
ones.
run and hide?
Although sometimes I'll use longer ones for variety.
I never said that I want
Or,
this.
if I think
This
it fits.
burden came to me, and it's made its home inside. If I told you what I was,
Oh, yeah, this is
would you
post-load
turn
already.
your back on me? And if I seem dangerous, would you be scared? I get the feeling just because I
Yes.
touch isn't dark.
Okay, so this was the first video of its kind that I actually was planning on doing. I didn't get around to it. This obviously there were a few that I did first, but like this is the first one that I actually had the idea for. And one of the thing I knew I wanted to have ever since, well, this is post X-Men Apocalypse, so was to have, I get the feeling just because everything I touch isn't dark enough that this problem lies in me. Everything I touch isn't dark enough. With the shot of Charles having his eyes turn black. That I knew I wanted to have even before I actually got around to making it.
Enough that this problem lies in me.
Wait a minute, was that a continuity error? Let me go back.
Enough that this problem lies.
Oh my god, look at that! I'm pretty sure you can't... It's a little... I don't know if this was the clip that I grabbed from YouTube or if this was actually in the movie, but his eyes aren't black in that shot, I don't think. Or maybe it was just the angle and it's really hard to tell, but like I don't think his eyes were black when they cut to a side shot. Here's Deadpool. I believe this was pre-Deadpool 2. It was either pre-Deadpool 2 or it was pre my ability to get clips from Deadpool 2 off of YouTube. I'll have to check when Deadpool 2 came out. Do that in editing. Instant movie clips. You know, it's been 6 years. Logan is still my favorite Oh yes. For whatever reason, I decided to have cut it short and let the audio play. Oh, that's why. Back when I was still doing that. Okay, so at least at this point I stopped using the red behind the closing stuff. All right, I'm gonna end this recording session. I don't know if I'm gonna do more. I might do more later, but I'm gonna call this good for now. Hey everyone, Future Ryan here. That video was an old one, which is currently available on my Patreon, along with 2 others reacting to more of the videos that I've done in the past. I don't know if and when I will get around to uploading those to YouTube. I'm sure I will eventually, but I have no idea when. So if you want to watch those sooner, just check out my Patreon right now. The link is down in the description. It's right now there are 2 tiers. The first tier just gets you access to the exclusive content. The second tier gives you the ability to commission tribute videos from me. I just need a list of movies and a song. And if you want to go the extra mile, you can actually write it out and assign clips to the lyrics. But you don't have to. We can discuss those details as needed. So yeah, check that out if that interests you. And that's all for now. Stay safe in these crazy times.